Hello, this is Nate Tucker, Functional Consultant with goVirtualOffice, and welcome to today's Fast 5. In this edition, I'll be taking you through a few of my favorite NetSuite tips and tricks to help with your day-to-day activities. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The first part we're going to talk about today is going to be using the recent records. It's this tab here at the top, and in here you can hover over that. This is going to show about your last 12 recent records that you access. So this can be transactions, customer records, employee records, even custom forms. Additionally, items would appear in here. So when is it helpful? Well, if we're on our page right here for invoice sales orders, a lot of times when you're doing something in bulk, you might not get to see the transaction that's created. So I'm going to go ahead and select a sales order to invoice. We see that currently my invoice number is to be generated. The system will generate that. So I'm just going to add in the memo here, Memo Nate. And all I'm going to do now is go ahead and save this. So with this saved, what it's going to be doing is it's going to bring us back to our invoice sales order page. It never gave us an opportunity to get that invoice number. If I want to see it, I can hover over here and write down here Mobility Solutions. This right here is the invoice that we just generated. And we can see right here, Memo Nate, right in the PO that I had set. So that's the first part I want to show you. Beyond that, what I want to demonstrate up here is the global search. In the global search up here, one of the things you can leverage is you can search for transactions, customers. I kind of consider it like your Google through NetSuite. So if I type in 2247, notice that invoice 2247 appears. Now, one of the limitations in NetSuite is if you're searching on only numeric digits, it's only going to find either something that also has alpha characters with it or a perfect match to the numeral values. Where this becomes apparent is if I have a bill payment, and we'll say 1116, this is my bill payment here for Johnson. If I don't have that full number in, it's not going to pull that match for me because it doesn't exist. Now I can leverage what's known as the NetSuite wildcard, which is a percent sign, and this will give me anything that has 111 and then something. So here we can see those bill payments, and then here are the other ones. 116 would also show in the results. Additionally, one of the things I enjoy leveraging is using this global search to help with navigation. So as I'm in the administrator role, sometimes I'm going to know where I can navigate in the Classic Center, but maybe I'm in the Accounting Center or the Shipping Center, and I want to know how to enter a sales order. If you type in the global search here, enter sales order, down here it's actually going to give you the navigation path. So this is telling me go to transactions, sales, and enter sales orders. So if I go transactions, sales, enter sales orders, right here is how I can navigate to the entering of those sales orders. So that's how I'd also leverage the global search up here. The final tip I want to bring with you today is what's known as the ability to set your preferences. I'm in my administrator role currently. I do have two other roles, a controller and a warehouse manager, assigned with me as well. One of the things I'm going to encourage you is if you have an administrator role or more than one role is to go into your set preferences, which is under the home here and under your set preferences option. Under appearance, this is where it's going to give you the ability to select a color theme. Now, I'm using Wisconsin red, not just because I live in Wisconsin, but because it's also a red value across here. What that means is I can have a different color for my different roles. In my administrator one, I'm going to have it red, so that way it's not going to be something that I want to be in, day out. If I go to my controller role, which we'll consider to be my day-to-day role that I'm going to be leveraging, I have this one green, so that way I know that, all right, this is the one I'm going to be operating in. Additionally, if you have more than those roles, I also have a warehouse manager role, and I also have the ability to set that preference on this role as well. So we come in here, my warehouse manager is brown, and the way I'm looking at it is I ship out brown packages of items, so the brown makes sense. Green was for the financial one, green was good to go, and red was my administrator one, so to be in there, just limited as much as you need, not your day-to-day operation one. And if you're interested in learning more about NetSuite or how goVirtualOffice can assist you in your ERP implementation, feel free to reach out through our website, goVirtualOffice.com. Otherwise, feel free to call us at 888-773-2123. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.